Tell me about the night I was born.
Give me my baby!
I saw something weird last night. You're not real. I'm tripping.
Joel, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Good. You're just upside down, though.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
There you go.
Slowly but surely. There we go. Perfect.
It's the phones, it's the Zoom. You know how that is. It's all a mess.
I know. I don't know how that is. That's the problem.
Well, you're going to get used to it soon with the more interviews you do. So,
Yeah, exactly.
how are you? Where are you at?
I'm good, man. I'm in Medicine Hat, Alberta.
Okay. Well, look at that.
Yeah.
It's snowing up there, cold, or?
We got a dump of snow the other day, but I mean, it's slowly brightening up, so it's melting. But I'm sure we're gonna get like just
It's just
dumped again. Yeah.
It's just coming. Yeah. Hey, I got some snow too. I'm in Chicago. It pounded us this weekend, so it's still all freshen up on on the sidewalk,
Oh, yeah.
streets. Yep.
Yeah, how high is that? What do you think, like 12 inches?
No, maybe like 4 inches or so. Not even like half a foot. So I mean, here they melt it up really quick. They have those salt trucks all over, and make sure it's out of the way because too much commute needed. But it's still on the grounds. It's still on the sidewalk. So it's it looks at least like winter.
Well, that's good, I guess. I mean, you got the Christmas tree in the back. You're still in that spirit.
Yeah, I'm still like holiday mode, even though it's after the holidays.
Yeah, no, same here. Like I'm staying with my grandpa. He leaves it up till like March, or like April.
It's like it's a real tree by me, so it's like the effort was put in. So I'm like, it's still surviving. It's not falling apart. I'll keep it up for
Yeah. No, I do the same thing.
How would you spend your holidays?
Good. I mean, it was weird because I usually spend it with all my family, at my aunt's, but I just spent it with my dad and my stepmom, which is weird and kind of more quiet, but
yeah,
it was fun, I guess. I mean, me and him took a nap, man, like a 2-hour nap on Christmas. So that's how we were feeling. Yeah.
Hey, if you can get into rest, you might need it. Now things are ramping up. Like soon as January 1st, 2nd hits, it's just like back to business.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm curious. Let's delve into the show. I've seen the first 2 episodes. I want to see more. I'm already hooked. I love how you guys have cliffhangers at the end of each one. So did you guys film 6 episodes for this first season? Like, is that all we're getting? It's all going to be wrapped in 6 episodes, or there's potential for more?
I mean, sadly, for now, you guys are just gonna get the 6 episodes. But I mean, those 6 episodes are still jam packed. So many cool stuff, But I mean, they're cool still working on the second season. Yeah. Okay. What's up?
I'm like, you can say cool shit because it is definitely.
Okay, I was questioning. I was like, shit stuff.
You can go ahead. It's so much going on. Any idea if you guys plan for them? I mean, I haven't seen how the 6th one ends in a cliffhanger or not, but are you hopeful there's going to be more? And I'm sure there's more to the story to tell.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you read the books, like based on Eden Robinson's books, there's 3 books, so hopefully we can just step into 3 seasons, which would be awesome. Hopefully more episodes the second season too, instead of just the little 6.
Yeah, it's like a mini taste. It's a mini series in that way. So were you aware of the books beforehand? Did you read them all? Like, what was the process of the books and your role in the show?
No, I didn't read them until I got casted, I think. And then I kind of took interest into who this character I'm playing in this novel, which was really weird, reading a novel and just putting yourself into this main character's shoes and just seeing. In the novel, it was even more intense because like Jared, man, he got like his toes eaten off by otters. He has I know, which was crazy, but I mean, not as intense in the show, but I mean, different aspects makes it equally intense.
the first thing I was thinking about, like I'm watching after the first episode, I'm like, man, before I get to the second, I think we need to start a GoFundMe campaign for Jared to get him out of this town because he is stuck with so much heavy burden to lift for it's like this guy's like holding up this whole town basically on his shoulders. I mean, how do you put yourself in that situation? That's a tough upbringing that this guy has to go through. And then you start seeing all the supernatural things. You have ravens talk to him like, man, this dude's got too much on his plate.
I know, like from the get-go, he's getting chased by dogs, you know, and drug dealers. He's just always getting kind of pushed and shoved and like taunted. And I guess I kind of did too on set, which put me more into the character. But yeah, no, like even Richie, you know, starting to live with him, like that's just insane. Like who would put up with that? That was hard, but it was funny though. Me and Joel on set, like it was kind of a little tit for tat back and forth on set just to like get more into the character. Because that guy, he's method, hey? Like so he was a real deal on set.
So wait, is this based on a real person?
What? Richie?
Huh?
No, he just put himself more into the character.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm like, no question. I'm like, wait, you're about to blow my mind that this novel was based on a real situation.
No.
Whole other thing. You know, I also noticed it kind of gave me a chuckle. I'm like, I've never seen anyone begging to work in a fast food restaurant. I mean, kudos to this man because he's really a hell of a worker. Because for him to beg to work in a fast food joint and support his family, I'm like, I can't even imagine it. But
I know, Tasty Bucket, man. But I mean, Tasty Bucket.
So the chickens must be good there, right? I mean.
No, I mean, even the manager says it's bland as shit. So it's pretty surprising that he's still begging to ask for this job. But he needs that money though. He needs that money to make that income for all of his family.
Yeah, you know, I was kind of curious, where did he, because, you know, obviously you see it quickly in the first episode, he's dealing things aside from fries and burgers and chicken wings, you know, in the drive-thru. Where's he get his stuff from? You know, like that was kind of caught me by surprise. Where's he getting the stuff to deal with? Because that caught me by surprise, you know. Does he create it himself in that little, when he gets jumped, you know, in the lab? But what's the process there? If you can maybe elaborate on that little backstory.
I think Jared just goes to the most like rundown like Walmart or grocery store, so no one's like suspicious about him, and he just like gets his you know, ingredients there.
Wow. I mean, that is one creative dude. I'll tell you that. He's a survivor. If like that's a definition of Jared, like the man is a survivor, you know, what he's been through in life.
Yeah, I want to know where he learned to get those skills on making those salty fries.
Right. Well, yeah, especially since he's in high school, right? Technically.
Man, yeah, he's still in high school.
Man, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Where did you guys film? I thought the landscape look, not only, it was such a weird thing to watch because the landscape is like this beautiful green land and mountainous area, and the town, it looks like this like trashy little, you know, place you wouldn't want to live in. But then you look at the outside of it and it's like beautiful. It's like a resort kind of location, but not the neighborhoods. You know what I mean? How did you guys make that happen? Where was it filmed at?
It was actually filmed in Kitimat, British Columbia.
Okay.
That was like where they got like all like the shots of like, you know, the trees and the landscape to kind of put you in that little town. But originally when we shot all of it in North Bay though too, Ontario.
Was that town created? Did you guys kind of create it, or was it like a real town you kind of took over? I was trying to picture it in my head. I'm like, did they create this whole town or was it existent?
No, it's an actual place. Like that's where the author is from.
Really?
Heisla Village, in Kitimat. So she put all these things together in her own little town. And I mean, she made a Monkey Beach too, which was in Kitimat too. And they made a film about that. So I mean, like this little town is getting all like the publicity it can get.
Wow. I was like thinking to myself, like, it's like a town where everyone knows each other. It's that small. It seems like I figured that Tasty Bucket is like the only place to eat to in the town, you know?
Yeah,
When you
it's like
look at
the
it.
most like, yeah, like furnished place.
Yeah, no question. Oh no. Oh, there he is.
Hey, was that
Back
my
at
bad?
it. Long time no talk, right?
Hey, yeah.
So were you guys going back to the town? Were you guys kind of staying there on location? Were you living there in that town during the shoot? What was kind of the situation?
Well, we were there for 2 weeks
Okay.
at the M Star Hotel, and
There was a hotel there. Okay.
Yeah. Surprisingly, yeah, there's a hotel. I think that's the only one, but I mean, it's a nice hotel, and we really just explored the area too, which was like fascinating to go in just these a mist of just like so many trees, and it was so beautiful. Like I think one of the places literally looked like Star Wars, like episode 6, you know, when they go on that, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, literally, it looks so much like that, and it was so magical and crazy. But I was just having the time of my life out there. But then we spent 3 months in North Bay, and that's where we like filmed pretty much everything.
Okay. There's the secrets of what happens behind the scenes, you know.
Yeah, I'm giving you the secrets.
Yeah. How did you bond with the cast? Because I feel like you guys would be like a little family. Everyone seems to like fit together, you know, because sometimes you have like cast that, you know, you can see like, oh, it's like someone's but everyone seems like I could believe these people were real and knew each other. How did you bond with your fellow castmates, kind of offset and onset? Because you guys had great chemistry all around.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, like when we first got to the airport and we were gonna go drive up to North Bay for like all costume fittings and stuff, there was Kalani, you know, or Crystal was already there. Who it's so weird because Crystal, she used to do like these little youth seminars for that she go to like reserve and teach, like, because she's a rapper with her husband. And I mean, I was a little kid watching her like teach everyone and teach us. Wow. Yeah. And it was so crazy to actually be in her presence again, but working with her. I mean, it was awesome. And when Kalani came
about that you were a little kid. Yeah. What was her reaction?
I don't know. She was just, I think she was just proud, you know, seeing someone that she taught, you know, coming to like the front screen. That was just a special, I think that's really special in itself. But yeah, no, Kalani came and like, it was like literally like a 3-hour drive, and we just talked the whole time from the get-go, and it just carried on like that. Crystal was a little busier, you know, she had a baby on set, like her baby was rocking with her everywhere she goes, so she was like filming, taking care. So yeah, I didn't get to see her as much, but I mean, even when we did, like, we all had a good time. I mean, me and Kalani, we started playing ukulele, right? He taught me that instrument, and we just cool. Yeah, we got everyone, and we you know, we play for them, and yeah, we went to like Toronto and Nuit Blanche together, and just danced out there, vibed out there, which was just incredible. It made it so much more special and so much more impactful, you know, knowing these people personally.
Yeah. Do you guys still stay in touch now that, I mean, the show's coming out now here in the States, but have you stayed in touch after the shoot and currently?
I mean, yeah, like you get the average Instagram DM, you know, how are you doing? What's up? Yeah. Yep. I talked to Kalani, you know, actually before this, giving me advice for these interviews because I was just so nervous. So I mean, Kalani is helping me out.
You nervous with this? Come on, man. You're doing like a pro.
Yeah, but even him now is helping me out. So yeah, no, definitely.
That's cool. So you're like, I was going to ask, you're sort of new to the industry. You have a few credits behind you, but this is kind of a big role in a sense for you and the show, leading the show in that way. I was blown away, man. I thought like I'm like, this dude's been doing this probably for like a decade or so, like since a little kid, you know, probably acting, but you feel you look so comfortable on screen and so natural. I don't know if it's like thing that it's a Canada production and from being from that region and all.
It's an Alberta thing, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But you just seem to have this camera presence. Like it becomes very natural. Like I believe, especially in this show, I'm excited to see your other projects, but in the show, I believe like Jared is a guy we know, you know, and you made him come to life. Tell me about kind of how did you get into the industry and, you know, acting as your kind of livelihood now. And man, you come off as a pro to me.
Hey, thank you so much, man. Well, I actually started, you know, extra work when I was 5 years old.
Wow.
In Bury My Heart in Wounded Knee, yeah. And I just kind of just did these extra roles up until I was like 14, 15, and I did a couple film camps. Mm-hmm. And that got me really, you know, more comfortable. And then I did a short film. And I surprisingly did Monkey Beach 2, which is written by Ian Robinson in Kitimat. Wow. So I got to be there twice, which was awesome. But yeah, no, like my mom definitely helped me out though. She pushed me in that direction. I gave all the thanks to her. Yeah, and I'm just so excited to where it's gonna go. You know, I'm so stoked to just work on season 2 and just see what more crazy stuff they pull off. I'm excited.
What do you see kind of for, I know it's hard to forecast anything, but would you eventually kind of want to move to the States or Hollywood and try that? I mean, I think you certainly have a platform now, and this performance is going to open up a lot of eyes for people when they see you here, especially on a grander scale in the US. You're kind of like a hidden Canadian gem right now. But would you kind of want to see in Hollywood? Yeah. I mean, you totally got the look for it. I mean, I could think of 1,000 different kind of roles and films you could do. Was that is that maybe your long-term goal?
I mean, I'm living with my grandpa right now, in like this small little city, Medicine Hat. It is weird that I'm like doing all these Zoom calls and all these crazy like events, but I'm still just residing here. I don't know. I'm still torn, man. There's so many options. I might go to Vancouver to start it off, or Hollywood, man. That'd be such a big jump from like Prairie Boy to Hollywood. Like that's
a Hollywood story freaky, right there one day in itself.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? One thing you have going for you, I can notice, is that, you know, you're humble and you don't have an ego, and that goes a long way wherever you go in your career. You know, like never change you. You know, like I'm from Chicago originally. I've been in Hollywood for a few years. You know, I've seen the industry upside down, and one thing I can tell you is that if the more you are yourself and true to who you are, and not try to be someone you're not, the better it is in the long term, you know, because a lot of people kind of get lost when they see the big bright lights of Hollywood and the glitz and glamour, but you're going to get so much more. The people who matter really are going to appreciate and respect you being just yourself, a small town boy in that way. You know, I think that's going to serve you well.
Yeah, no, that's like my number one rule. I've been true to myself. Don't change, you know, no matter how big the movies get, it's whatever, you know, you're still Joel. Yep. Still pushing through. Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep that forever.
What's your ethnic background? I'm curious because you got such an exotic look, obviously, and there you can fill in a lot.
Exotic, wow, thank you.
Yeah, you do.
I never got told that before. Thanks.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm Métis, French and Cree, Swampy Cree. So
interesting. You know, and there isn't much representation. That's why I really appreciate about this show. It's like you see people on this show that you wouldn't, you know, there are real people. These are people you come across in life, but you don't see them on screen and movies and that. Tell me how, in a sense, proud. I think you should be proud of kind of representing and being part of a show that's, you know, really diverse and showcases, in a sense, Indigenous people and people and their stories in a way, and make it shown that, you know, there's cool mythology that comes from backgrounds like that, and great stories to tell. I think that was really cool. Tell me your kind of perspective on that.
I mean, yeah, no, I totally agree. Is that we've been seeing this kind of filming for so long, you know, you haven't really seen people of color or you know, diversity being shown on the front line, which is you know, amazing that these channels like CBC and CW are picking it up, because these are powerhouses, and this is what we need to be seen. And it is cool because there's so much culture in the world, and there's so much mythology, and so many people are interested in mythology and supernatural, and like, I don't know, Bigfoot or Big Wuss, I don't know, shapeshifters, and that's really, it resonates with so many cultures, and seeing different cultures show it, it's so cool to see different aspects of culture and beliefs. It's awesome.
Are you superstitious? Do you believe in ghosts, aliens, supernatural?
Oh yeah, man.
You do? Yeah.
Aliens all the way. Yeah,
Me too.
They're coming soon.
Every day I feel like we have some update, and like, remember like a couple weeks ago, there's like this mysterious thing appearing all over the globe, that like this reflective thing that no one knew how they would appear. It's like this, like basically a statue kind of thing that was just appearing all over the globe and disappearing. I'm like, I think we're closer and closer to something. It's, we've been through 2020, and now I think like the next thing on the horizon is like some real proof of like supernatural life.
Yeah. I mean, if I don't see an alien in my lifetime, I don't know, man. I would just be so sad. And I feel like I did not live the life that I needed to live if I don't see an alien.
Hey, I think we're close. If you're looking the right ways, I think there's proof all over the place. So I feel like the more and more when you see a show like this with the mythology and the supernatural, I'm like, you know what? This is becoming so much more likelier and possible with what's out there. The lives, the world's mysteries are kind of becoming more reality by day.
Yeah, no, it's going to make people more and more think about these things and search them up, and just go inside that rabbit hole of where everything comes from, and just Trickster or shapeshifters. It's going to bring awareness to that, and it's going to make people really interested in it even more.
Yeah. It's kind of cool that you're going to be on the CW, since Supernatural is like one of their greatest shows and longest running, in the name itself. So this is like a perfect kind of base for this show in a lot of ways. Have you been a fan of the CW shows or Supernatural, any other shows?
I mean, yeah, no, I've definitely watched a lot of CW stuff. I mean, I watched like the first season of Riverdale.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah. Classic. But I mean, yeah, no, I've known about them, and I just never would have thought that Trickster is coming to such a powerhouse like CW, which is just so amazing, because they push that that inclusivity, and that's just what the world needs right now, and it's awesome to see that direction of these channels are going to.
Yeah, no, I think CW has always been on the forefront, kind of like they're kind of visionaries when it comes to like pushing the barriers, showcasing stuff, like whatever, racially or LGBT. I think they've been really great at infusing that into their shows over the years. So I think this is like the perfect spot you guys have now and the platform. I certainly hope there's more of this show. But before I leave, I want to know, what are some of your hobbies and interests, Joe? What are some things you like to do on your kind of everyday basis, and like you're into?
Yeah. I mean, this morning I had to go for a morning skate sesh. I like skateboarding a lot.
Nice.
I like, quarantine. You got to play some video games. You got to play some video games with a big bag of jelly beans on the side. I was Xbox from the get-go, man. I was Xbox until I just recently I got like this crazy gaming computer. So I'm gonna go PC now.
Oh, interesting.
So
That's an interesting transition.
Yeah, but I also like I like doing a lot of physical stuff, like MMA, jiu-jitsu, but
cool.
Yeah, working out, all that stuff's shut down right now. So like it kind of just puts you in this little slump of video games.
Hey, that's not a bad thing too. I got a PS4, didn't get the PS5 yet. This is like you can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, no.
But I know I got like over Black Friday, I got some games on sale, some sports games, and I got like this game called Mafia. I heard great reviews on. So
nice.
This is the time of year, kind of. It's cold outside, if you can't do much, then get into the games,
Yeah, exactly.
What are your favorite games, by the way? Any favorites that you have, or any genre?
I played like Halo for like the longest time.
Nice.
I say like Halo Reach is my favorite. I'm playing like I just got like those battle royales, you know, like PUBG or Apex Legends. Yeah.
Oh,
where
you
your
got
hands
good
literally
taste
just
then.
like full of sweat at the end of the game. Yeah,
Yep,
you can't really
so
get a
into
feel
it.
like that.
I get it.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Well, Joel, I mean, I'm like, I promised myself not to call you Jared during this interview. It's like Joel, Jared. It's like
that happens so many times. I'd be used to that.
Yeah, good. Well, I succeeded at least calling you Joel throughout this. It was a blast chatting with you. Seriously, I really enjoyed the show. I think you did a phenomenal job. I don't think you realize how good you are and what kind of a career you're having ahead of you. So I'm so excited to see you going forward. I hope there's more of this show. I mean, I'm going to wait anxiously to get through these episodes, but man, I hope you guys come back for some more.
Yeah, no, me too. Fingers crossed for like 7 seasons.
Yeah, let's go, you know?
Yeah.
Supernatural is probably like 20 seasons or whatnot. So you
that's exactly what I said. We got to match up.
There you go. Well, awesome job once again. Seriously, I really love this show. And hey, you don't know how to do these interviews. You're better than me, okay, at doing these interviews, and you're a pro at this. So don't you even worry about doing press interviews because you're already acing them.
Thank you so much, man. That means a lot.
Absolutely. I hope to catch up with you down the road. Seriously. And in the meantime, I'm rooting for you.
Thank you, man.
Take care, Joel.
Thanks for this. You too.
No problem. Bye-bye.
I'm tripping. What are you? A trickster.
Trickster, the CW series premiere January 12th, stream free next day.